there, I'm Chef Ani, and today we are making a beautiful lemon raspberry cake. This is a very special cake. I love it because you have that light and fluffy cake that has hints of lemon, and then you have raspberry along with it, which is a perfect combination. Lemon and raspberry go so well together. It will just brighten up your summer. And the 4th of July is this weekend, so what better time to make it? So I think we should jump right into this video and have some fun making it. So enough talking, let's get cooking. So we're going to start by mixing together our dry ingredients. I have some flour here, and I just like to sift it to make sure that the flour is nice and fluffy. I'm going to do the same thing with some baking powder, and I also have some all-natural cane sugar, some salt, and so if you put just a little bit of cardamom in your baked goods, then it will taste a little bit more like Norway. Moving on to our wet ingredients, I have some almond milk here, and we're going to add some lemon juice. And as you can see, our milk is starting to curdle here, and that's really good because it's going to help our cake be fluffier. We're also going to add some oil. Some vanilla extract is going to give a good flavor, and I'm also going to add a little applesauce. And it's nice to add a little lemon zest just to really bring out that lemon flavor. Let's talk about pans. Now you could use a couple different types of pans. I actually prefer a little bit of a smaller size so that I will get a taller cake when I do 3 of them. So I have 3 cake pans here. So it's good to have your pans ready to go so that this process will go seamlessly. So next we're going to work on our frosting. I have some powdered sugar here, which I am going to just sieve. So the next thing we're going to do is to take our earth balance and vegetable shortening, and we're going to whip it until it is super light and fluffy. And once it has become fluffy, we're going to slowly add in, spill a little, slowly add in powdered sugar. I'm also going to add in a little bit of vanilla powder, but if you don't have that, you could use vanilla extract. I'm also going to add in a little bit of lemon extract. Okay, so now we are to the really fun part. We are going to decorate our cake, and I'm going to show you how I love to decorate cakes. And it really gives you a chance to be creative and to really put your stamp on this cake. So we have our cakes here. Don't they look beautiful? And they have cooled completely. And I'm just going to shave off the top. This is cake scraps, okay? Don't throw these away. They are delicious. And I remember when I worked at the wedding cake bakery in Brooklyn, New York, we had a little bin that we had we put on the counter, and we would put our cake scraps in there, and then if we had any kind of frosting left over at the end, we would put that in there too, and we'd all sit around and eat this cake. It was so much fun. It's the best part of making a wedding cake, I must say. So don't throw this away. This is valuable. All right, so we have our gorgeous frosting here. Just have a piping bag with a tip. But you know what? If you don't have a piping bag, that's okay. You could use a plastic bag or some sort of bag and then just cut off the tip, and that'll work too. What you want is just something that you can create a little bit of a wall around the top of your cake like this. And if you remember a few weeks back, I showed you how to make my most favorite raspberry jam. And actually, because this is a raspberry lemon cake, I'm going to take some of this incredible jam, and I'm just gonna put it right there in the center of our cake. This is what dreams are made of, everybody. If you are not excited there, I mean, check your pulse, because this is something to get excited about. You'll find that people absolutely love this, and this is actually a way that they do it in Europe, and it creates this beautiful pop of flavor. And see how this wall has kept the jam from just oozing out the sides, and your cake is not gonna look like it's bleeding. And pipe it along the top. And the reason I pipe it instead of just plopping it on and spreading it is because you'll end up with some pink streaks and pink frosting everywhere. And you know what? That is beautiful in its own way. So if you wanna do that, you be you and you decorate this cake exactly how you want to. But today, I'm just showing you what I do. Now, you can either take a knife, but if you have an offset spatula, this makes this incredibly easy Just twirl it around. We're not putting any pressure really. We're just flattening it out. And we're not like this because that would take too much frosting off. We're just going flat like this. Then I go around the sides because some of the frosting may have come up the side, just like that. I like to have a little bowl on the side to just take any little bit of icing that has cake crumbs or something in it and just put it off to the side like this so it doesn't get all mixed up in your frosting. And this frosting at the end, this is what you eat with your leftover cake over there. I'm giving you all the secrets here. This is how you do it. I'm going to pop this in the fridge so that this will harden up so I can pop another layer on here. And we're going to do the exact same thing again. We're going to take off the most delicious part of the cake and save that for the cake maker because that is what it's for. So we're back in business here. Our cake is firm to the touch. If you touch the top, it's firm, and that is going to make stacking much simpler. It's not going to just go and squish out all over the place. So that's very important. Now that guy is ready to go. So I'm gonna pop this guy on. This is my main guy. Make sure he's in the center of your board so you're happy with it. Get rid of any cake crumbs. That look good? Yes. All right, and now we are going to do some concentrating. But I actually have one more layer, so we are going to pop this guy to the side, and we're going to do the same thing with this guy. Look at that. Now we have 3 gorgeous layers that are just asking to be decorated. I'm decorating cakes, can you tell? I'm just having so much fun. All right, so there are so many ways that you can decorate cakes. So the reason I don't put raspberry on top, we just put a layer of frosting on the top, is because when I cut into it, I like to just have those 2 little streaks of raspberry in the middle. And it just looks so quaint and beautiful and charming and like you totally planned it that way. And if you wanted to just do a naked cake, that would be this right here, then you wouldn't have to do this step. So it's really up to you. You know, you are your toughest critic. And I always tell myself that because to me, we're melting a little here. So I need to talk less and work faster. That's a little piece of plastic that you can buy at most cake stores. But really, I did it for years without this thing. So if you don't have this thing, it's not the end of the world. If you want to keep it level on the board, you don't want to go into the cake or you're going to have a triangle shape. You just want to very gently go along the side like this. Ooh, see that? Smoothing it out. Now, this would be the same process if you wanted to just have a cake that was completely frosted. So that would be about like this, and then you'd smooth out the top. But because I'm going for a semi-naked cake look, I'm going to take it a little further, and we want to see some of those beautiful cake lines. Oh, see, we're starting to see some layers. You might be saying, are you going to leave that top like that? No, we're not. So we're going to take our clean, make sure this is really clean because it could all go downhill from this. It's really just good to get way down here. Cake spatula thing out here like this. Drag in those sides like this. I don't talk much during this point because you need to concentrate. You have to just, at some point, you have to say that's good enough. All right, I'm gonna pop it in the fridge. Okay, so our cake has come out of the fridge. It is nice and chilled. We can now decorate it. And there's really so much that you can do to decorate. You could use different berries, fruit. You could even use edible flowers. That just adds such a beautiful touch. Today I'm using raspberries because this is a raspberry cake, so I'm giving a little bit of a peek on what's inside. Then you could put different things to add a different pop of green. So you could add some mint leaves on top. This is fresh mint right out of my garden. I picked it today. Or you could use some little sprigs of rosemary. Adds such a nice touch. You could take a lemon and use a tool like this to just get some of that zest. Sometimes if I have enough raspberries, I'll go all the way around and make like a little raspberry crown on top. Or you could pile it up in the center and make this little raspberry mounted. That would be beautiful. But sometimes I like to just keep it simple. do a little half moon and call it a day. I recently heard I have a very special subscriber who is having a birthday in not too long, so I want to wish you, Addison, a very happy birthday. Thank you for watching my videos and for trying my recipes. That really means a lot. And I heard that you like raspberry and lemon cake, so this is why I made this particular cake today, is because I wanted to wish you a very happy birthday. And for all of you special subscribers, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy this cake. It is one of my top favorites. It really is, because the lemon and the raspberry, it just goes so well together. It's a perfect combination if you ask me. So thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to like and subscribe to join me in this adventure to eat healthier, one recipe at a time. And I look forward to seeing you next Wednesday with another video. And I hope you have a fantastic 4th of July.